Hello guys and welcome to Salesforce Drillers. So in the previous video we have gone through the git tag operation. That what is git tag? Git tag is used to mark a specific version in the code base, or if I say in common words. So git tag is used for freezing the code base and no new changes can be pushed to the tag. So if you guys want to know or can see, if you guys want to have a look on the practical overview for git tag, so please refer to the previous video. Now in this video we will learn about git stash. That what is git stash? So guys, git stash temporarily hides our changes that we have made in our local system working directory, so that we can work on something else and can reapply those changes back. So if I explain this in very common words, so suppose you have added a file in your local system repository and later on you realize that you do not want to commit this file right now. So in that case, what you can do, you can use git stash. So what git stash will do, git stash will hide that particular file in your local system working directory, and then you can work on another file and you can push, or can say you can commit another files and push those changes. Now if you again want to have a look on that particular file that you have stashed, or I can say if you again want that file to come back in the frame, so in that case you can use git stash pop. Now that file will again come into the frame and then you can work and commit that particular file. So let us have a look on the practical overview. So this is our local system repository. So let us create a file over here with the name stash.txt. So hello, this stash. So let us save this file. Now if I'll do git status over here, so it will show me that a new file has been added. And what is git status? Git status is used to check the status of our local system working repository with the remote one. So as we can see, it is saying that a new file has been added. So now let us add this file. That is git add. What is git add? Git adds moves the changes from the local system working repository to the staging area. So now if I'll do git status, it will show me that a new file has been added. So git add means our on new mark step. So a new file has been added. Now I realize that I do not want this file to commit now. I will commit this file later. So what I will do now, I'll use git stash. So what this command will do, let us see. So git stash, then we'll press enter. Okay. So if I'll do git status now, it will show me that no new file has been added and no new commit is done, and our working directory is clean. So if you remember when we did git status before executing git stash, it shows a new file has been added, stash.txt. Now if I will do ls over here, so I will not see this file because this file has been stashed, or I can say this file has been hid by the git by using git stash. So now I can create some new file. Now suppose let us create another file like stash demo.txt. Like let us insert some data over here like demo stash, and let us try to do git status. Now I can see this new file. Now let us perform all our three steps, that is on your marks, get set go, that is git add, git commit, then git push, origin in the branch name. So this file has been pushed to our remote system repository. Let us have a look. So let us refresh our remote system repository. So yes, here it is, stash demo.txt. So this was the new file. Now we have used git stash to hide our file which says stash.txt. Now suppose the scenario comes that right now I want my stash.txt file to be committed and to be pushed to my repository, to my remote repository. So if I do ls, so it will show me that stash.txt file is not here. This is the newly file created. So let us do git stash pop. Now what this command will do, this command will again bring the stash.txt file in the frame. So let us press enter. So as you can see, it has again bring this file stat.txt in the frame. So if I'll do ls, so yes, here it is. So let us commit this file, git commit -m stash file, then git push origin. As we can see, this file that we have stashed previously is now committed to our local system repository and then it has been pushed to the remote system repository. So here it is. So that is the use of git stash, which means stashing our changes, or I can say hiding our changes temporarily, so that we can work on another file. And by using git stash pop, we can again bring that file, or I can say that change that was stashed, back into the frame, and we can push that particular file to the remote system repository. So it is a very important feature and very useful for the developers. So that is how the git stash works. So now in the next video we will learn about git remote. So thank you guys and happy learning.